Hello, this is another of the new LEGO Speed Champions sets for March 2023. It's the Pagani Utopia, or you can pronounce it Utopia if you want to. It doesn't matter to me. This comes with 249 pieces, and I did the build live in front of a very kind audience over on my Twitch channel. I bought this for $25 US, which is the standard price for this size of single car pack from LEGO Speed Champions right now. And you can find the product tagged on the video. We'll look at the minifigure later on. I personally had not seen this car in real life. I had not seen what it looked like before this model came out. And well, let me go ahead and grab the picture from LEGO, the one that they used to show it there. Okay, very swoopy, very low, of course. Lots of roundness, especially in the windshield and the window on the side. Well, they actually captured that quite nicely here. Honestly, first glance, first impression, I don't think I could ask for a LEGO, an official, unmodified, no modified pieces, LEGO set of this size, of this scale, to represent the shapes of a car that small and that swoopy better than this. I don't think I could ask for it. I think it would be unreasonable, just a little bit unreasonable for me. Maybe there are some little details, but just first impression at a high level, it does a really, really good job. It uses doors around the back for the aero elements. There's a nice printed piece there for the quad exhaust group. I did apply it the way that the instructions say to put that on. Just generally, I'm happy with the first look at this, and this does rely, interestingly, on yet another new piece, kind of specialized piece, but not as specialized as some of the ones that I've talked about at greater length before. These right here. So this, they're wedge slope pieces, and I think that those are good. I think those are going to be very, very useful for many things because though they are a new, somewhat complex geometric shape relative to some stuff that they've done in the past, they're not that complex. They're very much on system. They match up with many angles and common pieces that LEGO already has, and ultimately they just fill in corners and things. And I think these will be super, super useful. I hope that they make them in many, many colors in the future. The gray print on the canopy is not too far off from the regular plastic color. It's a little bit off. Could have been a little bit brighter, but it's nice that all of this was printed together. All that was just laid on top. So it's just one single continuous thing, which is very nice. No gaps around the edges. I'm glad that was able to work out. The match of the sticker backing, the gray color here, is also, I'd say, acceptable. It's not great. If you don't want to see any of the sticker backing and the fact that it is a little bit greener, just cut it out, just cut around there. Everybody always suggests that, but I always review sets based on how they actually are. I'm not trying to promote these sets. I'm not trying to make them look better than they are right out of the box, built according to the instructions. So that's always the direction that I'll go for reviews. But if you want to make things better than they're intended to be by LEGO, by all means, you should. That's a print right there. That's nice. Again, I just like that. Unfortunately, you see a little bit of color, a little bit of yellow through here, but it's nothing big, nothing major. And printed headlights. A little bit tricky it is to align these little grille elements here, little splitter elements, I think is what they end up being. But everything here looks pretty good to me at first, and then I open this up. Oh yeah, you got the little view of some of the engine components there. Open this up, nice medium nougat interior. Too bad you don't get that all the way down for the base of the seats, because I wanted to get the driver down as low as possible. But that looks cool. That looks luxurious and modern, not tacky at all. And everything just fits in there very, very nicely. It's all tucked in together. That looks very, very good to me. This is another one of those sets from this season that had the center console sticker indicated upside down in the instructions. So just watch out for that. It's a very easy mistake to make, and a lot of people have put a lot of focus on that. Much more focus on that one little small mistake that's easy to correct than on the entire car from what I've seen, which is a shame because I think the entire car looks good. Looks better than I could reasonably expect a Lego set, again, of this size to look for something that's supposed to be so daggone curvy. I think the proportions look really good too. You know, compare that to the way things used to be with the 6 wides and even with some of the early 8 wides. This is so low and so sleek. It feels right to me. So I'm happy with it. The minifigure is not officially based on any specific individual, at least they didn't license a person's name, but I'm guessing, just from looking at it, I'm guessing that this represents an actual Pagani test driver. You know, somebody, I think, out there is the inspiration for this, but it doesn't matter. Ultimately, you know, as just a minifigure, I think it looks pretty good. You know, the suit is printed nicely all the way through. Yeah, really no gapping in there. You got a little bit of metallic print as well for some of the stitching, which is a little bit deluxe. Good print around the back also. You usually don't get that much hair for racer minifigs, but it's nice to get, you know, something different. And they do also include a helmet as well, so you can get them fully done up. Here are the leftover pieces, including the one extra little print and the extra set of wheel inserts. And the sticker sheet for this set was surprisingly simple. Not a whole lot there, but these are mostly pretty important. Again, some of them you can just cut out the little bit if you want to be a little bit more precise with the color match. So the price is $25 US for these, just across the board for the single car packs from Speed Champions now. It's 25 euros or 20 pounds UK. This car in particular feels like a little bit less stuff than the average car from the line to me. Just amount of stuff, how big it is, how massive it is, how much weight is actually there. So out of all of them that have come out recently, I would say this one I would like the most to go back to the previous price of $20. But that said, this one is not the weakest design to me. This is a fairly strong one. Maybe not mid-range, but slightly above average. I think this one's a little bit better than the average across the entire Speed Champions line from the past year or two, I guess. So all in all, pretty happy with this one. The worst thing about it, honestly, is just the color. And that's really the fault of the color, not really the fault of Lego. Just it doesn't scream at you. It doesn't say, look at me. It kind of says, don't look at me. It tries to be a little bit stealth with that color scheme, which probably is going to turn some folks off. They're going to look at it and be, oh, what is this? This is from science fiction? This is a spaceship from some overhyped sci-fi, and so everything's always gray. You know, a lot of people like color, and I respect that. But I think if you can get past that and look at the shaping that's here, it's better than it appears at first glance. Those are my thoughts, though. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.